It's more than just football, it's orange power. 12 bowl game victories, 26 All-Americans, 2 members of the NFL Hall of Fame, and the 1988 Heisman Trophy winner. Can you feel it? Inside Cowboy Football starts right now.
It was so close. Oklahoma State Cowboy fans would love to have changed a few plays in Oklahoma State's loss to Texas. But when the game was over, the top-ranked Longhorns had posted a 4-point victory over the number 7 Cowboys. But despite the loss, there are still many landmark opportunities that lie ahead for this Oklahoma State football team. Welcome to Inside Cowboy Football, and coming up, a sit-down with Cowboy linebacker Andre Sexton and head coach Mike Gundy's thoughts and highlights of Oklahoma State's game against Texas. Stay tuned. Inside Cowboy Football is next.
BobMoore.com. See thousands of new and used vehicles, economy.
You're watching Inside Cowboy Football.
We're back on Inside Cowboy Football as we take a look at the first half highlights, and it was sort of an interesting start to the game. Each team had the football, moved it a little bit, and then had to punt as the defense was able to get a stop out of the gate.
Well, the defense did a nice job with that stop, and then we were able to move the ball, got up to midfield, and then kind of sputtered out. But when you play a team that's as good as Texas is, sometimes you're going to be in those situations. There's going to be a lot of emotional swings. But it did start out kind of weird. And then they got on a pretty good roll when they got us behind, I think, by 14.
They did.
And then we had a nice drive to get back into the game.
You know, the thing is you think about Texas and the fact they got up 14-0. They converted a bunch of third downs, including some third and longs to keep those drives alive. I'm sure that's, for the defense, is tough because you're close to getting a stop, but just couldn't quite finish some of those.
Well, that allowed them to keep the ball from us when you use that many downs and then convert 3rd and 8s, 3rd and 11s. But they're very good at pass protection, and Colt's a very good thrower, and they were throwing some of those deep in cuts. And we weren't able to get there, get fast enough, get enough pressure on him. And when you throw those deep in cuts like that, they're hard to cover when the quarterback has 3 seconds or so. But they're very good up front, and he's a good player.
Each time, though, your team fell behind by 14 points, the offense came up with a big answer. Talk about the significance of that.
Well, I think that shows a lot of team chemistry, even on both sides of the ball, because the defense was able to rally late and put the offense in that position. But offensively, we were in some tough situations. We were backed up, I think, one time on the 6-yard line, maybe one time on the 2-yard line down there. We were able to move the ball off, not punt from that part of the area. And then we were able to run the ball effectively, like we talked about before the game. They were only giving up 48 yards a game rushing, and they're good against the rush. But you have to stay balanced, and you have to be able to throw it and run it in order to move the ball and score points against a team that's this good.
How important was the change of tempo? Early in the game, used a lot of quick snaps, including that touchdown run that Kendall Hunter got from 23 yards. Looked like you caught them, and they weren't ready. Well,
that's what we do offensively. We take a lot of pride in that. We think that our team, our players are in great physical shape, and we play very fast. And that play we've run a lot, over the last 4 years, and we're able to catch them when they weren't lined up, and Kendall made a nice run, and it got us right back in the game. So I was really proud of the guys for executing in that situation.
1st and 10, Texas from its own 31. McCoy gets a shotgun snap, under pressure, breaks a tackle in the backfield, hit again, and slammed down hard at the 26-yard line. Hugo Chanasa. McCoy in the shotgun. The Cowboys have 7 on the line. Blitz coming. McCoy back to pass, flushed, throws a screen pass to the right side. It's caught, and oh, what a big hit is put on the receiver, Vondrell McGee, by Ori Lemon. Robinson takes the snap, drops back with time, throws over the middle, caught by Pettigrew. Left side, first down to the 45, and upended near midfield. Texas 1st and 10 from its own 7. Colt McCoy takes a snap, hands it off to Obanaya, and he's smothered and dropped for a 1-yard loss. Deep end-over-end kick, angling toward the far sideline, and taken at the 5. Straight ahead to the 15, 20, 25, 30. Victor Johnson to the 40, makes a cut to the 45, reverses his field at midfield into Texas territory, and finally wrestled down by several Longhorns from behind. Swings it out, left side, it's caught by Des Bryant. Breaks a tackle at the 40 and is ankle tackled near the first down stick from the Texas 45, and Zach back to pass, throws left side, caught by Pettigrew, upended at the 36, and he falls forward near the first down marker. Zach takes the snap. Blitz coming. Sets up. Throws left side. A leaping catch made by Des Bryant, and he outstretches his hand, and I think he got the first down on the left sideline at the Texas 24. Almost a one-handed catch. Quick snap. Hand off to Hunter. Left side. Turns a corner. 20, 15, 10, 5. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Kendall Hunter. And McCoy takes a shotgun snap. Looks right, throws a wide receiver screen to Shipley, and he's dropped for no gain at the 20-yard line. High short kick by Tucker, and Cox comes up to get it at the 19 on the right side. 20, 25, 30, 35, cuts to his right, 45, down the right sideline, he may go all the way. Parrish Cox finally knocked out of bounds. 4 wide receivers. Zach takes the snap, drops back, fires over the middle. The pass is caught. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Bo Bowling made the catch at the goal line and got it across, and the Cowboys answer again.
You're watching Inside Cowboy Football.
During this same week of the college football season in 1988, the Cowboys had a big game as well. The Sooners were in town for a Bedlam showdown against the Cowboys, and even though Oklahoma State came up short in that game, Barry Sanders on the national stage shined again.
Well, this was this was against a good OU football team. It was an ESPN game. I think this gave a lot of America the first time, other than seeing some clips of him. Now, we got ourselves behind early in that ball game. And you know, we get back in the ball game, go ahead in the ball game. He gets loose down the sideline. Immense ball game against a good OU defensive unit. But again, from a credibility standpoint, and for a game of high stakes, even though we didn't win it, this just continued to cement what Sanders was actually doing as far as these kinds of numbers against quality competition. But this whole scene kind of added to, I think, the mystique of Sanders, because he didn't win it over the television. You know, he literally won it with his feet and his teammates and the success they were having. This was the beauty, again, of Sanders. Again, it's been well documented. I mean, this guy scored more touchdowns in 1988 by 24. Broke Marcus Allen's record by 24 touchdowns. And the common, and what's being shown around the country is taking just and turning and tossing the ball to official. Sanders was so unique that, again, he would just turn and toss the ball to official, and he'd go congratulate the offensive lineman.
Very impressive. I can remember him taking certain plays that we had put in for that week and getting in the open field and safety coming up and having an opportunity to tackle him and not being able to get him down, him going down the right sideline, heading west again, and scoring touchdowns. A game, obviously, where we had a 4th down call. We had a call that went against us with the official. If it doesn't go that way, you know, we're going to finish the game and score because they hadn't tackled him the entire day anyway. Give it to him 3 more times and we score a touchdown. But it was very impressive, you know, against a good defense that he could run and have as much success as he did. I don't think there was ever any added pressure. We were a confident football team, and we knew that if we went out and played well, we had a chance to win. We put ourselves in position to win. We just came up a little bit short. But I think that Barry played the same in every game.
The 1988 Bedlam game lived up to all the hype, and Sanders did his best to try and lead the Cowboys to victory on November 5th. He carried the ball 39 times, gaining 215 yards on the ground and finding the end zone twice. But it wouldn't be enough as the Cowboys dropped a 31-28 heartbreaker.
He's been front and center in the Cowboys' recent defensive surge. He's Andre Sexton, who moved to a new position, the star linebacker spot, and he's not skipped a beat. Andre Sexton, the subject of this week's Front and Center piece.
You know, I think the coaches just preach the family so much, and we do so many different things together during the summertime, you know, growing close to each other, doing different activities. And then, you know, outside of football, we also hang with each other. So, I mean, it's not like we're tired of seeing each other when we're up at football all day. We go home and we enjoy each other as well. You know, we can have fun. So that just plays, you know, a part on the field and us going close together.
When there was a talk that began about your position change, what did you think? And has it worked out maybe better than you even thought it would?
Well, you know, it wasn't kind of really talk with me. It kind of just woke up and I was a star position one day. But
wasn't optional.
It wasn't really optional, but I feel like it, you know, highlights my strong suits, you know, my personality on the football field, and then it also helps our defense, allows us to do so much more and, you know, be physical and have so much more speed on the field. So I think that's, you know, with all the speed that we have on the field this year, it's helping us be a better defense and, you know, affect the opposing offenses that try to spread you out and use speed against you.
Is your personality contagious? Seems like you don't have many bad days. A lot of smiles.
Yeah, I do try to smile a lot. You know, it's just my mom always, you know, preached to smile all the time. And, you know, so I'm always trying to smile. And I think, you know, everybody's just having fun this year. And it's always good when you're winning. You know, that's when you have the most fun right now. So everybody's been smiling. I think that it's just the winning that's, you know, rubbing off on everybody. And that's why we're so happy. But, you know, I try to be happy all the time as well, too.
Is it true you're a fan of animated films, cartoons, things of that nature?
Yeah, actually I am. I do have a couple movies, and when some people come over to watch the films, you know, they're kind of surprised that I have, you know, certain films like that. I have Over the Hedge, Ratatouille.
And what's your favorite?
Probably, I like Over the Hedge. Actually, I like a lot of old Disney movies that when I was growing up, like Toy Story, you know, even Little Mermaid and stuff like that. All those just classic movies, you know, you can't ever get away from. And I always watch with my sister. And, you know, I'm sure people give me a hard time for saying Little Mermaid, but hey, it's a great movie, and I'd love to watch with my sisters anytime.
Well, you heard Andre Sexton talking about his love of cartoons and the Little Mermaid specifically. He doesn't play like a Little Mermaid, does he?
No, he's had a great year, and what a class guy. I mean, comes from a great family, and he's got great values and been a tremendous leader. You know, we've talked at other times that he's a lot like Donovan Woods now. You know, he gets better and better each game, but boy, he's been a great leader. And I didn't know about the cartoons. I'll have to give him a hard time, but boy, we're certainly glad that we have him. He's going to graduate on time, have a chance to play at the next level someday, and just a quality person. He's kind of what we stand for here in our football program.
Still to come, second half highlights when Inside Cowboy Football continues. We're back on Inside Cowboy Football as we continue our visit with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy. Let's look at the second half from a broad perspective. I think in the first half, Texas had 337 yards of offense, 336, something like that. Only 168 in the second. Your thoughts on how the defense played in the second half?
Well, I was very proud of the defense. Obviously, our coaches made some really nice adjustments at halftime, and the guys were able to come out and execute. And they just continue to play hard. And I think it's a tribute to the seniors and the leaders and the type of team that we have on that side of the ball. You know, they decided just to lay it all on the line, to play hard. Came up with an interception. You know, we came up with another one. We had a roughing the passer. Yeah. And they were able to convert that. You know, those are mistakes that we had made that you can't make against a good football team. But again, to be in this environment and to come back and play that well in the second half defensively gave us a lift and allowed the offense to be in a good situation.
In the first quarter, Kendall Hunter had a fumble inside the Texas 10 that may have cost you points. Yet he bounces back, goes for over 160 yards on the ground. How big a step is that for a young player to be able to do that? You know, it would have been easy probably for him to go into a shell. Instead, he continues to run with authority and plays a big role in your offense.
Well, he's done a nice job of taking care of the ball this year, and he fumbled down there, and we take great pride in ball security. But Kendall's a very level-headed player. He plays with confidence, he believes in himself, and we certainly believe in those guys, you know, both those backs, and Bo. So it's a situation where we said, hey, Kendall, you get back in there, you're going to have to make big plays for us, and he did.
Brandon Pettigrew had a career high in receptions for the second time in 2 years against Texas. Discuss his role in the game.
Well, Brandon is 80%, maybe 70% now. You could tell when he got in the open field he wasn't running full speed. He's not as shifty, but he's still pretty good at 70%. And he's a great leader for us. I think he caught everything we threw to him. They were playing a guy over the top of Dez. They double-teamed him every day. Every play all day, except just a couple. And so you have to go somewhere else, and that's what we had to do. Find other receivers, use the running game, and go to Brandon.
About 5 minutes left. You force a Texas turnover at your own 10, and you had the football down by 4 points, 28-24. You were trailing at that time. Sort of take us through that drive and how that unfolded.
Well, we had a script of plays ready, and we went to them. When you look back, we would have done it differently. And I told the football team, this was my loss as a play caller. We should have called better plays in that situation. They played hard enough, and they played well enough to win the game. And if you'd had the chance to do it all over again, you always would. But we had plays called that we thought we could get the ball in our best players' hands in a crucial point in the game.
Texas jumbo package, coach, had not been stopped inside the 5-yard line all year with the defensive tackle Roy Miller leading for Johnson, the tailback, and you get him stopped, and you get at least one last whack at it with about 30 seconds left, and you had the Hail Mary shot at the end to try to win it.
I was very proud of our team. When we were on the sideline during those timeouts, we asked them, don't let them in the end zone. And they've been very good down there. And I'm not sure, but like you said, I don't know if anybody stopped them.
They had not.
But they made a choice, you know. They said, hey, we're not going to have it. You're not going to just run it down our throat. And our guys stopped them, and we had a chance there in the end.
Hand off to Hunter, left side, first down 20, left sideline 30, 35, and pushed out of bounds on the OSU sideline at the 38. First and 10 OSU from the Cowboy 38. And Robinson hands it off to Hunter, left side, big hole to the 45, left sideline to midfield, and tackled at the Texas 44-yard line. And Zach takes the snap. Hands it off to Hunter, hesitates, now running up the middle to midfield, breaks a tackle there, and is punched down hard. He gained 8 yards on the play, back into Longhorn territory. Rather, Vondrell McGee in at tailback on first and 10, and McGee gets a handoff, trying to run around left end, and he's tackled from behind. Robinson takes the shotgun snap. Throws a shovel pass to Hunter, straight ahead to the 20, 25, 30, 35. Hunter on his feet, makes a cut at the 40, and is tackled at the Oklahoma State 47-yard line. They made Texas pay for its aggressive nature. Zach changing the play at the line, retreats to the shotgun on first and 10. Play clock at 1 as he takes a snap, hands it off to Tostin, right side, 50 to the 45, crashes through a tackle at the 42, through another at the 40, and he's finally punched out of bounds at the Texas 34-yard line. Keith Tostin rumbling and stumbling and crashing and blasting his way down the field. Texas leads 28-14. Robinson under center gets a snap, hands it off to Tostin, left side, room to run to the 30. Spins off a tackle at the 28 and is finally knocked down at the Texas 28-yard line. Gain of 7. Third and very short. Zach takes a snap, hands it off to Hunter, makes a cut in the backfield, gets the first down up the middle to the 22 and down to the Texas 21. Gets the snap, drops back to pass, floats it deep down the far side for Bryant, and he makes the leaping catch. Did he get into the end zone? A flag comes down, and Bryant was knocked out of bounds at the 1. They'll have 4 chances. First down, hand off to Tostin, left side. He's upended. Did he get in? Yes, he did. The ball came loose, but they're calling it a touchdown for Oklahoma State. Vondrell McGee is the tailback for Texas as McCoy takes a shotgun snap, throws it deep down the far side, and the pass is intercepted. It's intercepted by Jacob Lacey at the Cowboy 42-yard line and out of bounds. He took the ball away from Quan Cosby, and the Cowboys get that break that they've been looking for. Hunter in a one-back set. First and 10 from the Cowboy 42. Hand off to Hunter, left side, darting around to the 45, and finally spun down at the Cowboy 46. And 28-21. Robinson back to pass, throws far side, caught by Pettigrew. First down, left sideline into Texas territory, and knocked out of bounds at the Longhorn 45. A gain of 9 yards. Third and 3. Zach drops back to pass, throws left flat, caught by Pettigrew, trying to push his way toward the first down stick, and he stopped about a half yard shy of the first down. His forward progress stopped at the 34.5. 4th and 1 from the Texas 35. Robinson under center, takes a snap, hands it off to Hunter, left side, breaks a tackle and gets the first down to the Texas 33. The human bowling ball, Kendall Hunter with second effort, and that's what gave him 2 yards and an Oklahoma State first down. 5 seconds left in the third, and Robinson back to pass, sets up, flushed, scrambling to his right. He'll keep it, right sideline 25, and steps out of bounds near the first down at the Texas 23. Snap back, ball down, the kick is on the way, it's high and long, and it's good. The longest career field goal from Mustang native Dan Bailey. Back on Inside Cowboy Football for a final time with Oklahoma State head coach Mike Gundy, and after this game back home to face Iowa State, a team we haven't seen in a while. Yeah, we haven't seen them, and we don't know a lot about them. Obviously, we haven't watched tape on them, but this will be a big week for our football team. The leadership that we have,
I'm looking forward to these guys coming back to work on Monday. And it's not about who we play. We have to take care of ourselves this week, take care of our business. They got to come back to work, as we said, got to have great preparation, we've got to have great practices. You know, we told the team this, that there's not a lot of schools that are going to finish the season 14-0. And so you have a loss, it's okay. You take a chance on winning every one from this point on. And that's what we need to do, is worry more about us than who we're playing.
For head coach Mike Gundy and our entire Inside Cowboy Television Network crew, I'm Dave Hunziker. Thanks for watching Inside Cowboy Football.